Hey, remember us?
We're your LOSFA College Advocates.
We're back and ready to help you through your first few months of high school.
Financial aid comes in different forms. Freshmen, do you know the difference between scholarships, grants, and loans?
Scholarships can be awarded based on a student's academic achievements, such as your grades, ACT, SAT scores, your talent, athletic achievements, and some scholarships have a need component.
Grants can be awarded based on your financial need. Loans may also be awarded based on financial need, but they must be paid back.
There are also state, federal, and institutional aid that you can apply for when it's time for college. It's never too early to begin your scholarship search.
Hey Darren, so what's state aid?
State aid uses state dollars to help fund a Louisiana resident's education expenses.
Okay, so how's federal aid different?
Federal aid uses federal dollars to help students across the entire country cover college expenses.
And what about institutional aid?
Institutional aid is the money offered by a specific college or university.
Be sure to investigate institutional aid opportunities before graduation, because each institution has their own process and deadline.
Good point, Izzy. Not to mention, there are scholarships for almost anything. Remember those big scholarships that we heard about? Like the Gates Millennium Scholarship, which awards students based off of academic excellence and unmet need.
We can't forget about the Coca-Cola Scholars Program or the Ron Brown Scholarship. These are also two scholarships that offer significant funds to your college of choice.
Or scholarships for military dependents, and even gender-specific scholarships.
Oh yeah, that's right, Izzy. Sophomores, you can begin applying for scholarships too. If you apply for scholarships early, you can create a college fund that helps cut the cost by the time you graduate high school. It's also a good time to keep adding to your resume or begin your resume if you didn't start it during freshman year.
Everything you do starting this year plays a role in your high school career and your college application process. There are so many resources out there that can help you find scholarships that you can qualify for. If you get confused, don't be afraid to ask your high school counselors for help. You're going to need to build a relationship with them as you progress through high school.
Don't forget about the Louisiana Start 529 Saving Program.
Right! The more money you have for college, the less you have to pay out of pocket.
Let me tell you, student loans are no joke. The goal is to go to college and graduate with as little debt as possible. So, high school is just as important for you now as it is for the upperclassmen.
He's on to something, freshmen. We need you guys to focus on your academics early on, because we don't want you playing catch up when junior or senior year comes around.
Trust us. We know virtual learning isn't easy, but you have to try. That means getting up on time, logging into your classes, paying attention to your teachers, and submitting your assignments. For those of you who are back at school physically, that means doing your part to remain safe and being a good student.
You have all the resources you need right at your fingertips. We just need you to use them. Remember, it's academics, then extracurriculars.
And don't forget that you don't have to wait until junior year to start preparing for the SAT or ACT. You can start now by taking the pre-ACT or PSAT to give you a little experience on how the test is structured.
So, how exactly do you get all this money for financial aid?
Hey seniors, listen up. You can do this by filling out the FAFSA.
FAFSA? Remind us what a FAFSA is again?
The FAFSA is the free application for federal student aid. As the name says, it is for federal aid, but it is also used for institutional aid. That's money from your college. State aid, like TOPS, and even some private scholarships. And remember, it is a free application.
Free. Y'all heard that right.
The FAFSA opens every year on October 1st. We encourage you to get the FAFSA completed by February 1st. So that way you don't leave any money on the table and you'll save money on college in the long run. So Darren and Izzy talked about grants, scholarships, and financial aid options when applying for college. Next time, we'll talk about the ACT and SAT and the college admissions process.